You're new to the club, obviously, as is the boss. What impact has Duncan Ferguson had on the squad, would you say?
Obviously, I didn't get to see much of what the previous manager's regime was like, to be fair. But from what I've heard around the place and stuff, is that he's brought in the intensity that was probably maybe a little bit missing at times in training and stuff. And he's brought a bit of more of a camaraderie towards the group and stuff, and it seems like everyone's together and everyone's excited to see what the next few weeks hold, and if we can start building a bit of momentum and picking up some results.
How do you keep a positive attitude going through the squad? Because you've got a bit of a mountain to climb at the moment.
No, definitely. I think we all know the situation we find ourselves in, but you've got to keep going out there and going and working and trying to find the points at the weekend. And if we can start picking up a few points in the next few weeks, I think the momentum will come, and there's plenty of games left to go and save what we can.
How do you approach a game like Morecambe, a team in and around you where you know that if you get 3 points there, it's going to have a big impact on not just you but clubs around you?
No, definitely. I think you look at the fixtures we've got coming up. We've got some teams that are in and around us in the league, and we've got some that are obviously quite high up the table, and in different ways. Then, like both of them types of games can give you a lot of momentum if you can go and get good results in them games. And I think it will definitely spur us on if we can go on Saturday and get a result away from home in what if we're being honest, is a very important game that could decide this season for us. So I think we're all confident, we all know what the job we've got to do, and we hope that we can go and get the 3 points and then hopefully kick on and build a momentum of results going forward.
How close are you, do you think, as a squad to building on things and going forward and turning the corner, if you like? Because I watched the game against Shrewsbury, and the one thing that struck me for Duncan Ferguson's first game was he really got that shape. There was a real tight togetherness and a shape, and a very, very unlucky, hard done by as well. One might argue against Peterborough the other week as well. What's the difference that you need to add to be able to turn those difficult defeats, and in some cases a game where you should have won, like the game against Shrewsbury, into 3 points?
I think it's obviously a complex problem that we need to sort, but I think it is quite a simple solution in the fact that we've conceded the most goals in the league, and we don't score many at the minute. The general play has been pretty good in the games. I think we've been in the games, we've been competing and contesting and playing good football. I think we've just let ourselves down a little bit when it comes to defending our own goal in our final third, and then I think we've played some good football up until the final third of the opposition and getting in and around the opposition's box, and I think we just haven't found the ways to break them down and get the goals that we need. And I think if we can start to find ways, and we've been focusing on that in training, find ways of breaking teams down and different solutions to the problems, then hopefully we can start putting the ball in the back of the net. And then I think if you can get goals and you get a foothold in games, it definitely does make it easier to protect something than to be always chasing something. And I think that's something we've definitely focused on and said we need to start breaking teams down a lot more and a lot better.
What do you make of Morecambe? What do you know about them?
We know they're going to be a tough side. We know they're good at home. We know that they're a good counter-attacking team. And we know it's going to be a tough challenge, but we've identified areas where we think we can hurt them, and hopefully we can use them to our strengths and get what we want from the game.
Managers, head coaches, players alike will always tell you we're not looking at the table, but deep down you've got that in the back of your heads, aren't you? Do you as a squad feel the pressure?
I wouldn't say it's a pressure, because I think we all know the situation we're in. I think obviously you could label it as pressure, but I don't think the lads in the team are seeing it as pressure as it stands at the minute, because I think we know what we are capable of, and obviously it's a new group coming together as well. There's a lot of new players, me being one of them, and we've all got to gel, and we've got to find the time that probably would take a little bit longer to gel together. We've got to do it quickly, and I think if we know the capabilities of the players we have in this team, if we can get that quickly, then I think we'll be in a good place, and I think we will be able to give a good account and a good push towards the end of the season.